Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of the second season of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. And last episode, we had a lot of focus on Teo, her injury, and what people think of that, and what she thinks of that, and what people do in regards to that. And just not exactly a curious episode, but the way it ended was definitely a low or high point, depending on how you want to look at it, on the depression scale. And just that final scene, I can't get it out of my head. Just Teo holding the unstopped stopwatch, tears dripping down her face, admitting to herself out loud that she's never going to beat McQueen, as McQueen's too far away to hear her and just keeps yelling at her. Like, that visual that just never left my mind for long this past week. So yeah, maybe just let's just get into the episode. I kind of feel like I'm done talking about that, so let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Win against McQueen at the Takodazuka something. Letter of withdrawal. I guess that was more or less what I expected from the beginning of this episode. You know, I'm starting to associate Uma Musume with sadness. I didn't used to. Just look at Teo and McQueen running side by side. How nice would that be? So, one day, without a doubt, Kanarazu Kito. Ah! Making a charm there. Well, this is cute. The internet always has things to say about everything. Run at full speed. Sharpening their fangs, Prodigy, leave the track forever. Yeah, that's what they do. They don't care about people's feelings. Just views and clicks and ad revenue. The Gold Ship did nothing wrong. I believe in your plan, Special Week. Wow. That's not conspicuous at all. I like how they were on plates, you know? Because we're not savages here, we're not just gonna eat carrots off the floor. That got her back. It was a brilliant idea. Let no one tell you otherwise. The pain, it started. And McQueen, still fast. So how long until McQueen, loses all her hopes and dreams? So let's just wait for her to break a hip or something, or have a meteor fall on her. Let's go, Twin Turbo. Congrats. I mean, yeah, I guess you can say that. Katomoy rivalry. I guess that's a thing. Whoever said rivalry needed to be mutual. That depends. Is this gonna depress me too? Don't talk to me about pain. You got some eavesdropping. You're a terrible eavesdropper. This could be interesting. For sure. Last 20. 20 laps, seriously? Jeez. You know, we could have a happy episode once in a while that, you know, please. Extra thick, extra rich, just how I like them. Oh, someone's back there. We're not gonna dodge that poor squirrel, though. This is all about Teo. I guess she's gonna have a montage of trying not to be depressed. Which I'll take it. I don't know if it'll actually cheer me up, but I'll still take a break from depressing conversations if we can. $80,000 yen. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh yeah, Teo pretty good at singing. I remember that. Now just wait for her voice box to go out next episode. That is a pretty cool cat. Even had like the stripes. I liked it. That smile faded pretty quick. Hey, the little one. Yo. You gonna give her the protection charm thingy? I wonder how long she was waiting. Probably a while. Good luck. Those eyes. May want to reconsider that dream. I really don't like seeing depressed Teo. Remember how Genki she was in episode 1? I know, full of hope and dreams and aspirations and passion and letter of challenge misspelled. I mean, if it's misspelled, I can guess who wrote it. That's what you call eavesdropping, yeah. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Is there a point in being a racehorse girl if you can't reach the highest level? Man, the wind currents. I mean, it is her decision at the end of the day. Wow. Okay. Guess Hana's pretty cool after all. Yeah. It's very depressing. I really don't want to see Special Week cry. Put down the stupid Rubik's Cube gold ship, it's so distracting. Sure. Well, maybe we could at least do that. McQueen. Special Week. Yeah, I mean, I would expect nothing else. She didn't say anything in regards to how she feels about Teo, though. She just kind of, reaffirmed what she would be doing, which is fine. Autumn Fan Appreciation Festival. Go Twin Turbo. I did not exactly super fast there, but so that's why she ran out of energy. Gotcha. No me, no me, no me, no me. Probably not. Oh, did it? Oh, Twin Turbo. I'm just starting to really grow on me. Yeah, how are you doing? Special week. She's always been a sensitive one. Still haven't quite got used to Special Week being a side character. Practicing dancing. Hey, Twin Turbo. She looks kind of mad. It's a miracle I remember her name considering how much they joke about it. You mean the misspelled challenge letter? I know, Rice Shower. Because she keeps hurting herself? The real Teo. You know, with some things in life, you do have to give up. But there's a bit of a maturity level difference between these two. But I still like Twin Turbo. Oh, right into that chest. The best way to get stopped. I mean, it's not much of a chest, but... Uh-huh. Can somebody head pat this girl? Okay. I'm pretty sure he said Boshi hat, so whatever he's talking about, I don't know, whatever. I guess we'll find out what he's talking about. Short performance. Mini live. That's what it said on the screen. So, I mean, hopefully it's a good one. I am looking forward to it. Like, I can't really exude much excitement because the overall depressing atmosphere of the episode / season, but I am excited to see it. Shouldn't that girl be wearing a helmet? You know, for safety. I really love that screen, the color scheme, the bubbles in the background. I kind of love it. You see me rolling. McQueen. Man, McQueen doesn't even have to say anything. Love you, Special Week. I mean, she's crying, so I don't have to. The crowd goes wild. And even the side panel's got the bubble thing. That's really cool. My pleasure. Heard someone say Kochikoso. Wasn't translated for whatever reason. Who is that? Of course, that's who I thought it was. Still's got that charm. just try to break me, show. Breaking out the headbands. Teo step, yeah. Oh, something's happening. Just pin her down. I guess we're hacking it. What exactly are we gonna do? Oh, so she can see. Oh, okay, so she can see it. Man, she really is going fast. It is now. It is now. Them legs. Those are horse girl legs, alright. Just running with her eyes closed. Who am I supposed to root for? I don't know. Everyone do your best. I mean, I really feel like rooting for Twin Turbo. But I also like Rice Shower. Man, she actually has a pretty good lead. That running posture is just hilarious. I knew you could do a twin turbo. She got to see it. I'm a queen. The title, Kanarazu Kito. Teio, 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 Teio. The masks. Man, could you imagine having this much support and encouragement by everyone around you? Like, what do you do in the face of that? Happy tears this time. She got that hug in there. We can accept the charm now. Even trainer. Rocking that helmet. That visual of Twin Turbo running still in my head too. And of course, yeah, that's how I want to see Teo. That was the 10th episode of Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. I'm kind of just too overcome with emotion to be able to talk very well. If I'm being honest, there was like a lot to take in with this episode. Like, I made it a couple seconds. Okay, I mean, I don't even know where to start with this episode. I mean, as you might expect, it started on a pretty depressing note because the way we ended off last episode was Teo essentially accepting that she's lost to McQueen, right? She can't run at that level anymore, and seeing that face up close and personal, that combined with everything everyone was saying, the news and stuff about her being done for, it finally got to her. She finally cracked. She finally accepted, that's how it was. This episode, it was kind of a combination of the aftermath of dealing with that and people trying to bring her out of it, right? Because the news and some people might be talking about how she's done, she's over, like, her horse girl racing career is over. But that's certainly not everyone, and this episode was a good example of that. More and more people learning about her giving up, and she giving the trainer the withdrawal letter and all that, and especially her teammates learning about it. They, of course, didn't want to accept it. There was some comedy in the episode for sure, the carrot trail and all that, but overall, definitely not a funny episode. Even at one brief little montage of Teo kind of like trying to distract herself from the reality and all that, in which was kind of a nice little break from the depression, but it really was just a temporary thing to keep her mind off of it. Didn't resolve anything, right? And the episode definitely had a lot of sad moments. We see our little horse girl working hard to make that charm for Teo, and the scene where she goes to give it to her is just really heartbreaking because at that point Teo had given up, so there's not real much point in taking it. So she still had it by the end of that scene, and everyone's learning about what's going on here. Even the trainers and stuff, and Twin Turbo, man. Like there was. Like, she obviously sees Teo as a rival, right? Like, even if nobody else does, she does. So we had some scenes of her talking about that, and she was like really slow to find out what was going on about the quitting. And yeah, when she found out about it, she was pretty upset. Tried to talk her out of it. Very temper tantrum like interaction from her end, right? But I get it. I get it. And she trying to instill that value of not giving up onto Teo, because that's kind of how she sees her, that she's a horse girl that would never give up. So the Teo that's supposedly doing that's not the real Teo, Teo Pokunai, So she decided to, at her next race, do her best to run. She wanted Teo to see it, but it was at the same time as this other thing Teo was going to do, that mini live at the one thing. So she wasn't going to see it initially, but people worked hard to make that a reality. They hacked the system and put it up there on the big screen for her to see. And man, at that moment, I got pretty excited. That was really cool. That was really great that they were able to make that happen. And then we actually see her running on the field, just doing her best. She's got her eyes closed, struggling to run. It didn't even look like all that great race horse form, very different sort of running form than a lot of the girls had. But she's out there yelling about Teo and not giving up and all that, and she did win in the end. And Teo, she got to see all that. And it's not just that. Everyone else, the audience, the teammates, everyone just out there trying to encourage her, trying to convince her not to give up. Even McQueen was out there. Especially crying for 90% of the episode. Well, 90% of the second half, 90% of the portion where she knew about it, right? Eventually other people catching that. Not Goldchip though. I don't think Goldchip ever cried. Goldchip's pretty stoic for the most part. Her with her stupid Rubik's Cube and Segway and stuff that she rides. And Teo, she had given up on everything, but in the face of all that support, how could you say no to that? How could you give up after that? It would be really hard. So in the end, she had tears streaming down her face, very similar to the last episode, but for opposite reasons. She wasn't, not because she gave up this time, but because she came back from it, because of all the support and encouragement from everyone. And that's how we ended the episode. And she could finally accept, the charm that was made for her, right? Yeah, just seeing her out in the audience, just holding that charm very conspicuously in front of her and all that, just the zoom in, the camera focus on her, that just kind of broke me a little bit, for sure. And that was the episode. I mean, I did my best to talk about it, even though I still feel pretty emotional about it, but this, you know, we've had a lot of depression in this season, but I guess you can almost see that as kind of a precursor to eventual, you know, payoff of getting back into it. But, you know, they're still kind of banking on the, you know, possibility that maybe she can get back, she can do it, even though the odds are still against her, you know? It's not as if we were given any kind of evidence in this episode as to, you know, making it more likely that she'll be able to make a good comeback to where she wants to be. You know, we didn't have anything in that regard, but just the encouragement of taking the chance anyway, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, what do you have to lose, really? Like, why give up until you absolutely have to? I guess is kind of the gist of it, really. Right. And that was the episode, so not really much more to say about it. I guess I just hope the next episode is a bit more positive, because Teo should be in a more positive mood, so we'll see how things go then. But this was a really good episode. And this is the end of it, so bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.